Hey guys, so over the weekend I tweeted about how I went to a movie with Alex.
I tweeted, I'm seeing a scary movie with Alex. He probably is going to be really scared. Why can't I read this? I tweeted, I'm seeing a scary movie with Alex. He's probably going to be so scared. And then I put two little adorable monkey things.
I went to see The Devil's Due. A lot of you guys were asking what movie I saw. You were asking how it went. I mean, seeing it with Alex went well, but the movie was shitty. The Devil's Due. More like the Devil's Poo. Throughout the entire movie, I was sitting there like, literally, I just took a shit right now. Do you want to see my shit? So, I know a lot of you guys wanted to see pictures. I actually took one picture. I know it looks like I drew it, but it's really just the filter. This one's Alex, this one's me. He needed to be sedated because he was like seizing in fear, and a helicopter actually needed to come down and take him out, and I was just like, God, it's really not that scary, Alex, calm down. Alex is gonna lie and be like, no, that's not what happened, and I'm gonna be like, Alex, the picture doesn't lie, like... So yes, that was my weekend. However, this video is not about my weekend. It's actually a lot more serious of a topic that is actually a lot more important to me. This was a video requested from multiple people in messages on YouTube, and actually one of my friends texted me a few days ago, or maybe it was a week ago, I don't know. What day is it even? The topic suggested to me was suicide prevention. I'm amazed that I never talked about this. We all know it's a big deal, especially for LGBT youth. If you're expecting a really funny video this week, we'll go back to that next week. I've been making really funny videos about, well, funny videos these past few times. Every so often, I think it's important to reach out to people, not only on a funny note, but, you know, a serious note. Not everything in life is about cackling over dick pics. For the longest time, I didn't really know how to approach this subject. I used to always watch It Gets Better videos and coming out videos, as you know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. The reason that I never did an It Gets Better video is because I feel like a lot of them are very contrived. Although some of them really helped me out, like I know Google did a fantastic It Gets Better video, Neil Patrick Harris, Ellen DeGeneres. I would watch some of them like by Obama and by Hillary Clinton, and I would just be like, it gets better? What? It gets better for LGBT teens, and you know how? That's not saying I'm ungrateful, you know, I really appreciate the gesture, but it didn't do much to help me out personally.
So let's get some facts straight. LGBT teens are 4 times as likely to attempt suicide compared to their straight peers. 50% of transgendered youth have contemplated suicide at some point in their life. Each instance of bullying against LGBT teens increases their likelihood of self-harm by 2.5%. I'm reading that wrong because I'm a dumbass. LGBT teens who come from non-accepting families are 8.4 times more likely to attempt suicide. So despite rising acceptance, this is clearly a problem that, gasp, simply legalizing gay marriage will not fix. Oh my god, crazy concept. And if this world is not going to change, then we need to work on ourselves and make it better for us without them. One thing that people often forget is that they are not alone in being sad and depressed, and these figures prove that.
We live in this world of Tumblr and Facebook and social media where everyone is always happy. You see all the smiling pictures, you see all that stuff, and that is not realistic. Whenever I was feeling like shit in high school, I would always log on to Facebook, God knows why, and I would look at all these pictures and I'd be like, how the fuck are you all happy? The issue is when you let your sadness control everything, and you get caught up so much in being sad that you let it influence everything else in your life. So let being sad show you that you're normal, you can feel emotion, but pick yourself up from that after.
Another thing that people need to realize is that you will not be sad forever. And this isn't just me spewing bullshit. Your brain physically does not work that way.
Your emotions generally go in waves. Psychologically, you cannot maintain the same level of sadness or any emotion for so long. You should always have something that you can turn to where you know it will distract you or pull you out of temporary sadness. Typically, people who deal with self-harm are told that you're supposed to listen to some music, talk to a friend, do something that can briefly distract you while you're at your lowest point until you start to get out of that again.
And plain and simply, you guys are at a very susceptible age. Did I spell susceptible right? I don't know. I hope I did.
I oftentimes forget where a lot of you are. I know a lot of you guys are young. Some of you are, you know, early teens. And adolescence actually extends now. It
didn't back when your parents were young into early to mid 20s. When your parents were young, adolescence typically ended at around 18 or 19.
And I would like to take the time to point out that high school blows a heavy load, and probably not from somebody who eats a lot of fruits and vegetables. And you guys, most of you are in high school now, but guess what? You're going to be out eventually. And you know the emoji with the dancing woman? That will be you.
High school, high school, high school. All in all, a lot of the sadness that I harbored was due to the fact that I felt like I missed out on a lot of things in high school, you know, taking someone who you really care about to prom, to homecoming, you know, first kisses, first dates. I didn't experience a lot of milestones that people often experience in high school. That's why a lot of people in the LGBT community feel like they miss out on things. A lot of you guys are in high school, and a lot of you guys are dealing with all the bullshit that you have to deal with in high school, whether it's bullying, whether it's being insecure about your body, your sexuality.
And 9 times out of 10, being gay when you're young literally just sucks. And especially sucks when you're closeted. You miss out and it's not fair, but it's not like you'll never experience those things in your life. Just hold off and wait, and you will experience them, and I promise they will be wonderful.
You feel like you are the only gay person when you're in high school. There's like 3 other people, and you know, you're like, wow. Right now, I could go on my phone and download Grindr, and there will be revealed to me 100 guys who are gay and in my area within maybe a 25, mile span. 90% of them are just the creepy ones. There's a world out there, there's a community out there, and that's what I also want to show with this YouTube channel. You know, I have 50,000 subscribers. That's 50,000 people who are a part of this. I am not brave, and it's so strange to me when people say that. In 5 years, you're going to look back and be like, I gave that Jack kid so much more credit than he deserved because he was not being crazy brave. I thought he was just being, normal, and he was just living his life normal. I am what you're going to be in a few years. So take a good hard look. Don't you hate it when your dad's like, oh my god, you're gonna look like me in a few years, and you're like, confidence and acceptance of yourself is what you gain over time. So with all that being said, I'm posting links in the description below about sites that you can see if you want more info. It's always great to check that out. You impact this world in ways that you don't see yet. Even if it's one person, this world would be 100% different without you. You are loved. You are appreciated. Don't feel ashamed of the way you feel. Don't feel ashamed of who you are. Be strong, be confident, actively push yourself towards bettering yourself as a person. Next week will be hopefully funny. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.